We're back with the grand finale of the Super Mario Bros. 3 rerun on Channel 84 Winnipeg. We have arrived at Bowser's Dark World, and let me tell you, if all the enemies he sends at you isn't proof enough of what kind of army he's got, then get a load of this. Granted, the Koopaling's airships are impressive enough as it is, but in the Darkland, Bowser has got a tank army at his disposal. And seeing this for the first time when you're a kid, it is all kinds of awesome. I learned about the warp whistles and getting to World 8 really fast, so I was actually very privileged to see the tanks pretty early on. One of the coolest things ever, as far as I was concerned. At least in the world of video games. But as you can see, it's nothing more than a big endurance test. It's not overly difficult. I mean, that first big tank was a little painstaking, but nothing I can't handle. Especially with the frog suit. Actually still buzzing over that high of getting the job done against Ludwig with this thing on. But naturally I'm going to want to switch this thing off some point. And not because I want to take a needless hit or anything. I'm still going to try and do this as best I can. And if I lose it then, well, it'll be through the enemies actually getting the best of me. And nothing more. That was kind of close, but it's all good. Alright, there we go. Just about the end. And the big surprise at the end. The big cannonballs. Alright, there we go. Now we're at the end. And one lowly boomerang bro to take care of. And our prize? A star. Might come in handy. Or maybe not. So now that we've taken out the tank army, it's time to sink the navy. Alright, now even though it looks like it's lava on the world map, this level actually portrays it as water. You can swim under the boat, but at the same time, it's not necessary. I personally am not all that skilled at doing so I prefer to stay on the surface. And no surprise, we've got the big cannonballs. As I'm sure you've noticed, they're actually flying a lot faster than the regulation cannonballs. This part can be a touch tricky because you're going to have a lot of rocket wrenches trying to do away with you. If you're fast enough, you can actually drop them all, and they won't get a single wrench off. And now we're on the final battle boat. Just one more series of cannonballs, one more rocket wrench, and of course a few more bombs. There we go. Nothing to it. Just gotta wait for one more obstacle to clear out. And it's go time. Bingo, bango, sugar with the gas tank. Boom boom is down, and we have sunk the navy. And this ends the first of 4 sub-areas of Bowser's Dark World. Let's move on to the next one. The Grabby Hand section. A chance to earn some extra items, and a chance to experience some serious frustration. Sometimes they'll grab you, sometimes they won't. That was kind of cheap. But at the same time, I wasn't planning on holding on to the frog suit forever. I just noticed. Every single incarnation of the brother was present. The Hammer Bro, the Boomerang Bro, the Fire Bro, and the Sledge Bro. This next section, however, is even easier. All I gotta do is jump on sections of bridge, over the lava, watching out for the Podoboos, and once you hit solid ground, you're home free. And no surprise, rewarded with yet another leaf. Those will come in handy. But we've got one more level to take on. And yes, I'm doing this because I'm a dirty, cheating bastard, and I love it. With all those cheap cheeps on the screen, yeah, it can get a little hair-raising. But that's that. All the grabby hand levels are done, and all that's left is the remnants of Bowser's Air Force. Now you're in the danger zone because... well, if you're like me, you fucking fall into the pit! Way to go, J-Rock. You really know what the fuck you're doing, don't you? Okay, I'm gonna pretend like that didn't happen because, honestly, it shouldn't have happened. As I was saying before, I fucked everything up. These things are moving a lot faster than most auto-scrollers. And for good reason, too, because Bowser's Air Force, it's the cream of the crop, so to speak. You can get far ahead, but at the same time, if you're not careful, you might pull a boner like I did, and you might get hit with a wrench. But so far I'm doing just fine. I'm almost at the end. Just a couple more jumps to make. There we go. When I was a kid, I had to use the P-Wing because I wasn't that good. And as you saw by that one death, still not that good. I mean, if I really knew what I was doing, I would have beat this in one shot, no questions asked. But enough about that. Area 2 is done, and now we're going on to Level 3, or Area 3. The only spot of this world that has the actual numbered portion. And just like last time, I'm going to cheat this one out. And as a nice little bonus, the last 3-up box. Alright. And just like last time, I'm going to cheat it out the high-flying way. Now I fly up here. Get a running start. There we go. Honestly, when it comes to this level, if you try and take the low path and stay on the ground, it's pretty dangerous with the bullet bills and lots of holes and trying to do frame-specific jumps with a music box. As for this level, it's time to cheat yet again. The old quicksand trick. Oh, and while I'm at it, I might as well see if I can actually finish with 3 mushrooms. Oh, nice. Extra life for my troubles. Okay, so now I'll just camp out here for a second. And this level is pretty much as good as done. So all I gotta do is this. Score! I set out to do what I wanted to do, and that is that. Last thing in this area, the fortress. This one is the toughest of the bunch. Basically, you switch sides of the fortress. Like, that door will take you to... well, you can see a bunch of doors, and they all take you to different spots. It's pretty interesting, although very, very tough. Oh, come on. Let me in. That's better. I'm gonna stay on this side for a while because it's the fastest way to actually finishing this place. Alright. I'll bust these open. And I'll see if the star jumps the right way. Yes, it does. For any reason, just knocked out the ghost. I really don't care about the thwomp, because I'm just about at the end. Door appears over here. And now we wait. Once the P switch wears off, the conveyor belt will activate again, and we will be off to Boom Boom. Let's dance. Still a pushover, even with moving floors. And that is the last fortress of the game. And believe it or not, we've got 2 levels left. And now we're off to the final area of World 8. Once again, it's another tank level, but these are Bowser's Elite Squadron, the Super Tanks. But to tell you the truth, in all reality, this level is way shorter than the other tank level. And, to be honest, I find it to be a bit easier. All you gotta do is be on the move, and watch your hide. Now here comes the Rocky Wrench tank. Alright, doing just fine. Okay, 2 big tanks down, 1 big tank to go. So at this point, yeah, not much of a challenge. If anything, it's downright laughable. Not much further to go now. Alright, boom boom. Let's dance for the last time. And just like that, we are 1 level away from supreme victory. Although, I've got a feeling I'm not going to be able to live down, you know, what happened in the Super Jet stage. But anyway, it's time to put on my best dress uniform. Because we're going to... Uh-oh. He's looking at me again. So, Channel 84, you're back again, huh? And I see you're alone this time. Well, if you want to try and take me down, be my guest. But make no mistake, the result won't be the same this time! You're right, Bowser. I'll knock you out cold faster. Last time I played this game, in 16 bits that is, I took the lower path to Bowser, and I fried him with fireballs. This time, I'm going to take the upper path, and I'm going to pound him with hammers. Alright, so we'll just make a quick pit stop here. Nice little shortcut. Now we'll just stay high, and we will make our way to the next door. And once I do, we'll be almost ready to take out King Bowser himself. Alright. Now this path is slightly different. There's not a lot of ups and downs. And the lava section is a little different because instead of solid bricks, we've got donut blocks. Which isn't a big deal. Like I said, a little shorter. But other than that, no problem. Alright, you petty excuse for a Koopa. Get ready to take a dirt nap. Nighty-night, bonehead. Oh, by the way, hold on to something. Folks, game, set, and match. Super Mario Bros. 3, 8-bit style, is done. Now let's get the princess and get the hell out of here. So, all in a day's work, I see. And of course, she's going to crack wise with those famous last words. Thank you, but our princess is in another castle. Just kidding. Ha ha ha. Don't give up your day job. And of course, we have the ending sequence. Not nearly as flashy as 16-bit, but at the same time, every bit is important. And no surprise, you can probably notice the subtle differences. All in all, a fun game. I always play this one whenever I have a chance, and I will probably continue to do so until the day I die. But before we close out the project, there's one more thing I'm going to show. Something very special that happens after you beat the game. So we'll just wait for the world roll call to finish up, and then I'll show it. Without a doubt, my favorite world in the game. I know I said that Big Island was my favorite, but at the same time, that's just a bull-faced lie. I've always liked the ice world. I don't know why, just sticks out, big time. And there we go. No more worlds to take on, no more Koopalings to whip into shape, and all is right with the world. Alright, now for that little surprise. You start at the beginning, as per usual, but when you open up the items, you are rewarded with a lot of P-Wings. It's a nice little bonus, so if you want to explore, now you have the means to do so. But for me, that's that. I'm putting my controller down, and I am calling it a day. So, thanks to everyone who watched the rerun of Super Mario Bros. 3, and the next video you're going to see, we're back to fresh Let's Plays. I've got something in the works, and I've been waiting on this one for a very long time, so stay tuned to find out what the new Let's Play on Channel 84 Winnipeg is going to be. But until then, my name is JP, thanks for tuning in as always, and I will see you at the start of the next project. Take care, and have a great day.